Welcome to the show. Welcome. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Like everyone to, I want everyone to be well aware this is the only Tuesday in a while. Last night's Monday show was a disaster. I had an unexpected phone call in the middle of the show that I had to take. Unfortunately, it kind of ruined the balance of the show. Tonight we're going to discuss whatever I feel like talking about. First thing I want to talk about is something I brought up over the weekend. Dog for Devin. Tomorrow we're doing a dance for Devin. Gates. The address for those of you who can go. I'll make it. Actually, that's tonight. Actually, I'm sorry. That's tonight, ladies and gentlemen. This is obvious. It's to show support for this young girl who needs a lot of help. And obviously, if you know this, this is something that's very serious for me because it deals with someone who I consider a pretty valued customer at work, and maybe even someone that's a very good friend, if you want to call her that. It's an example of a school district doing things that go against every doctor in the world. Me personally, I don't really, outside of work, I don't know the family, but I can, whatever, it turns me, tickles me pink that, they're, people actually put their young kid in danger, and that's not right. Okay. Thank you very much. Everyone that wants. All right. I'm live now. Want to watch? I'm live right now, and I'm going to stay live. To I'd like to dedicate this show to friend Sandy Judd, a former nurse to a good friend of mine, one of the best people I've ever met, Kenneth Hemstreet. She passed away last Sunday, at some point Sunday. So this, God, I don't really know what to say. It's sad that she passed. What it is. And bottom line is that you can't. It's hard to say what exactly has happened. It is what it is, and hopefully she's at peace wherever she is. So tomorrow, Wednesday, I'm not planning on doing any shows during the week after this one, other than Saturday. And again, hopefully return to action Monday. Not really sure yet. Haven't really decided. I might just stick with Saturday shows next week and ditch Mondays for a while to give my voice a break. It is what it is. Very happy, very relaxed. What the fuck? Oh, thank you. Honey, shut up. A very day. It is a very different time and a very different, moment. Everyone gets to watch my show. She told me to post it on her wall because she doesn't do the whole group Facebook thing. Well, good friend of mine. So that's what I'm doing now. Expecting anyone to really tune in until about got a little while for me to do my opening statements. Fuck. Thank you. Yep. Yep. Um, tonight we're gonna play Malformed, some other metal in its entirety. Hold on, we're gonna play it right now. Just give me a minute. I won't do too much. I want to let everyone know that I'm not gonna be. I'm gonna turn the cam off while I broadcast the song because it's something that I need to do. Thank you. I'm gonna wait till Earl's watching it. As soon as this fucking all right, Malformed music. All right, giving the MMU live, playing some Malformed. There's a problem with it. There's something else, but this is about me helping out the local metal scene, and it's my job. It's my job. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. It's today. All right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm looking for a good song to play here. I like them all, so it's kind of hard for me to make a decision here on what Malformed tunes I want to play. Everyone knows the kind of music I like, so it shouldn't be hard. Something I really enjoy. I'm gonna look for it now. Yeah. Fuck. This. Fuck. This is not. Come on, you. Come on, you bitch. Bitch. Fucking stupid ass goddamn computer. Alright. I don't know what the hell it's doing, but my computer does not want to do this. Yes, I'm live. Yes. I'm gonna stay live. That's what I do. Alright, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. What the fuck is this? Oh. Never mind. I'm just, like I said, I'm only time. Whatever that means. I'm here for the beer. Hold on, I'm gonna find this song. Here we go. I don't know what's going on. I can't find what I want to find here. It's really pissing me off. Thank you. Hey, Robin. Q. When do you want to be on the show? Just kidding. You probably want to be on the show soon, but I'm not gonna. Because it'd be a pain in your ass to get all the way to Rochester from Cleveland, Tennessee. But I suppose if you wanted to come on the show, you could. But I don't have. I would be able to fly over here. Ah, shit. Fuck it. This guy's awesome. I like. Come on. I love you too. Thank you. I fucking love it. This is a beautiful day. Thank you, sir. Click on the link. Yeah, swipe. Do whatever your mind and heart to it, I guess. You can drink it, smoke it, whatever you want to do with it. I don't give a fuck. Your time, your bitches. I don't care. I'm looking here for a link to a song I can play while I don't want to share on Facebook because it's not fucking mine. Let me do what I want to do. Here we go.
Through the cracks in the wall, leaves an odor of generations of what is not the rest of these always the softer building the worst of the truth. Fighting on the down trees in the reverent silence. That one red Until the church with familiar spires, informing the masses flee.
Band called Melform. I think they'll be the future of heavy metal in Rochester. Don't listen to that one just yet. We'll listen to a little bit more a little bit later. That's a good song. Even if you're not into heavy metal, just the guitar work is amazing in itself. Thank you, Earl Tree, one of the greatest guitarists in the area. Good job, Earl, on that one. You were the best. You're the man, Earl. So last night I was informed of as I said, at the top of the hour, top of the broadcast, I was informed of I wanted to wait till I actually had, now that I have a few of them, I do want to say I would like to send my thoughts and prayers out to the family of Sandy Judd, the nurse of my dear friend Kenny Hempstreet, who has also passed, as many of you know. Unfortunately, she passed away on Sunday at some point. It was in the early 70s. She was a very fine lady, a very class act. I had many conversations with Sandy throughout the years, either either at work or around the area at events with Kenny throughout our their time together when as his nurse. And I like to give it, I'm not going to spend too much time trying to make sense of it, because stuff like this happens. Thing I could say to make a positive out of it. Sad. It is what it is. And yeah, it's a very good thing. It's a sad thing when somebody dies. Sad thing when anyone young dies. Sad when somebody old dies. Just yesterday night, out and about, going just hanging, in general, talking to people. I was just my one of our buddies lost a family member. It's sad, no matter how old they are, because no matter how old you are, what the circumstance may be, lots of love, and it doesn't always have to be a family member to hurt your heart. And in this case, it was the connection with Kenny and the amount we shared. Well, he was alive here with us on Earth. Saw Sandy about 2 months ago, right before Christmas, actually. She had come to McDonald's right after I went back for a couple of days a week, or a couple for, and she was okay. I don't know. It's those things you just gotta, we embraced, we gave each other hugs and caught up on each other's lives, and that was the last time I saw her. But it is what it is. Exactly right, Chrissy. When you go to heaven, you're 100%. Thank you. That's a good one. That's very true. This world, you can never be sure when it's your last day. You can never be sure when someone you love's last day, whether it's a family member, dear friend, or whatever. I mean, there's people I've worked was really close with over the last few months, years, and several, the decade working. I've lost people that I've been close with, and it's sad. Sorry about that, folks. Okay, folks, we're gonna do something. Robin, I'd like to get her here. Join into the show, Jamie. I don't care what you want to do, what you do. Join in the show, please. Tonight's, it is what it is. Why I'm actually seeing on my Facebook feed that they're taking Bobby Christina Brown off life support. 4 years to the day that Whitney Houston died. Sad. Thank you. If you want to join our broadcast, feel free. I love you, Robin. You're awesome. You know that. Much love. So Chrissy, if you're still watching, when are we hanging out next? When am I doing a show from your place? I am tired. All right, gotta bust a coworker's job. Make the girls really close with her. We bust each other's chops pretty religiously. Put it all to rest. The war is officially over. I love it. We do what we do, folks. We do what we do, and that's really do. Do what you do best. And in a little bit, play another song because we're gonna have a pizza here relatively shortly. Yes, pizza. I love pizza. Don't you? I miss simple things it could be. This dude. So you made stuffed peppers. So does that mean I can have some? Because I like stuffed peppers. I'm gonna share something on my Facebook plus on my or on my web groups page, my the World According to Chris page. Mill Forum is not my group, folks. Thank you. I want the world to be a part of this. Ladies and gentlemen, I love this. Thank you so much. All right. What the fuck is this thing doing? It's not copying like I wanted it to. What the fuck? I figure she's a good girl. She's a very good girl. I love Maddie. She's allowed to chow down. Chowing down while Malformed is playing. I'm gonna, we're eating pizza here. I'm gonna play some. If anyone doesn't, if you don't mind, it's okay. That's okay too. This one's called Feeding Grounds. Dad was malformed. I had pizza, slice of pizza. But if you want me to eat more pizza, give me hell yeah. What should I play? That's not, not metal. I don't know what I'm gonna play. To be honest with you. It's amazing how people are here after all this time. Yeah. I'd like to thank you all for joining. I have a few people that want to join. I'm not too sure about what's going on, but I am going to be. I have to like this stat. I have to like a comment. Yeah. Yeah. For those of you who missed it, probably in the next couple of weeks, I'll only be doing Saturday shows for a while. The reason beings are okay, but the thing is they don't really draw as much as I'd like. So Saturdays seem to be pretty popular, as long as I can keep the feed active. Monday did draw over 100 viewers a couple weeks ago, but the thing is, here in Rochester, and I really can't judge everything on a snow day because I'm hopefully still gonna be doing this. But when the summer comes, I'm not gonna be home on Mondays if I can help it. So I am gonna be home Saturday nights most of the time. But we get so on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the worst, we're gonna play one more Melform song while I eat. That's what this one's called. Or as the church is called, as the church. For some reason, my feed there was getting a little crackly, so I stopped playing those songs. I'm gonna have to give music a break while I figure that out in a minute. That, folks. As the church is smolder, as the church is smolder was the name of that one. I'm stumbling on words here. And it's not heavy metal band. Greener Grass Band by a buddy that's led by a buddy of mine, Justin Guernsey. He's so much a fucking beautiful musician. It's your skills are pretty damn good. I'll be honest, I have Greener Grass Band. I wasn't really sure if I liked it, but just your work is just, amazing. So I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play this song. What the? Thank you, sir. I don't know what the hell's going on here. Eating. I love you too. Yeah. I'm gonna play some. I'm gonna play Greener Grass Band as soon as I find. All right, here we go. When I Was Stoned is the name of the song. I'm gonna turn off the mic while you finish my food here.
Don't say what I do, what I do. Now I know where you went wrong. Your life too.
We're having a problem here. While I address this, I'm gonna have to turn the music off real quick. So we'll be back on. When I Was Stoned. Back.
You're an introducer, impatient with all, but you invade so well. Your phone call was my gift. Don't do what I say, do what I do. Now I know where you went wrong. That your life was of some song that I wrote when I was stoned. When I was stoned. When I was stoned. Come from your shadow and you'll see. You stabbed the greatest man and he'll still bleed. Don't do what I say, don't you do. Or you'll be just like every other fool. Now I know where you went wrong. Some song that when I was stoned. When I was stoned. When I was stoned. I'll open up my mouth and I'll see a brand new catchphrase today. Don't do what I say, don't you do what I do. Your mind is yours, well, it's all up to you. Now I know where you went wrong. Get your life was a song that I wrote when I was stoned.
All right, We're gonna play another one while I'm. It's called "Salt of the Earth."
They say every man to be king of his own castle, when they're only made of sand. It's hard to say who is master and when you're playing in the band. We are the spawn of the people who invented Satan. We are the salt of the earth. We are the sons and the daughters of our fathers. We put our hands in the dirt. We are of the people who invented Satan. We are the salt of. We are the sons and the daughters of the Father's fathers. We put our hand up the dirt. Being quiet, you left us with no choice. We're tired of being quiet. It's time we raise up our voice. Say every man can be the king of his own castle when he made of sand. It's hard to say who is master and good when you're playing in. We are the spawn of who invented Satan. We are the salt of the earth. We are the sons, daughters of fathers, fathers. We put our hands in the dirt. We are the salt of the earth. We are the salt of the earth. We are the salt of the earth. We are the salt of the earth.
That was Greener Grass Band. A couple of songs by them while I was eating. Great, the frontman Justin Guernsey, good friend of mine. Very nice kid. Part of the reason I'm going to go any further or get on anything else, other subjects tonight. I do want to say that part of the reason I launched this show was hey, you know what I'm going to do what I can and see if I can follow the musicians and bands here. And sure enough, I'm not anything, yet, but I'm going to try. Shane, yeah, you can join the group. You're in, kid. Thank you. Anybody that worked, as hard as I have to do the things that they've done in life knows the appreciation of, they have for the others who have helped them get to that point. And I know you who have known me for years could tell you, or you know, most people that have known me for years could tell anybody. For a good chunk of my 20s, I'd go out and Friday nights, come home till Sunday afternoon, Sunday morning, or a Monday morning, and on some occasions, and I'd go watch local bands play with friends of mine. Sometimes, uh, uh, the first show that I actually remember, the first band that I remember actually watching tour was a band called Lethargy. They actually played here. They were a band late '90s. Later on, a couple of those guys that were in Lethargy went on to join a band, a little known band called Mastodon, who's actually one of the most popular right now. Two local guys, Brent Daler and Brad Kelleher. Couldn't think of the other guy's name. I'm sorry, Brad and Brad. So it just goes to show you that local far, if you have the tools to push it. And my big thing is I want to push local bands as much as I can, because you never know, you know, the work that I do right now could be what brings local prominence later. I'm not saying that I'm going to be the only one, because they have, I'm not from anybody. I just want, I want the show to be successful, but at the same time, if associated with helping those bands to get to where they, want to go, then I'm doing a job well done. It's worth more than any viewer count on YouTube could ever ask, could ever be worth. If I have 3 viewers per show, if I'm doing something like that, it means more to me. Because a little one helping hand can help tens of thousands of people. And personally, I'm not, I'm not in show until I have reached that point. Because I want to keep going to the point, and maybe, hopefully, if I can turn the show, because I did something like that, that helps me out, and it helps bands of, it helps people out in general locally that are into the local music. Me personally, I want to see people happy. I want to see. There's the problem with local music, and I'm pretty sure this is everywhere on the planet, is there's, instead of helping each other around, where you have a lot of bands talking shit about other bands, and it's not, I don't think it's right, regardless if a local hip hop star, a local rock musician, if you've got a talent, a God-given talent, fucking use it. Share it with others you play. No, that opera singer you just talk shit to might be that one guy that can get you a push, bigger picture. Same with that local rapper, rock music, whatever, vice versa. I could go on. People gotta understand this. If we're gonna, as a community, and share Rochester's music scene with the world, we gotta do something. We gotta do better than what we've been doing. I haven't been to a show locally in a few years, but the last show I went to, I left early because I was so disgusted with the way people were acting. First off, I'm gonna, before I, like I said, further into this, because it means a lot to me. But anyone that knows me knows when I go into a bar, I'm going there to drink. But when I'm going to watch a band play, I'm going to watch a band play, regardless if I'm in a bar, if I'm in a club, or whatever. Drink any other day enough to do so. But what bothers me is when you have to get shit about these people that are on that stage performing. I've been on, I've sang in church choirs. I've sang in front of a large cousin of church choirs. local mass here in 2001, right after 9/11, interfaith mass at Frontier Field. I was there. That was one of the most memorable nights of my life. Frontier Field ain't that big, but that's still 15. There was still 15,000 people there. Yes, I've had other things in my life that supersede that memory, like the birth of my nephews and nieces, and various accomplishments on my own that have nothing to do with that event. But it doesn't. If you're a local musician and you have talent, go out there and use it. Share it with, but don't talk shit about others trying to make it as well. And don't forget the others who helped you get you where you helped the promised land. If you forget where you came from, you can't go back. There's, and I'm not moving back to Rochester. I mean, then again, who wants to move back here? I mean, fuck, snowy. Kidding. I mean, not kidding, but kidding. We as a community, we've got to do a lot better than we've been doing. As I've said, if we don't, there's no more of us. Heavy metal is alive and well. I'm going to use heavy metal as an example because that's the music I prefer most. But heavy metal it's evolved into a lot bigger genre than it used to be. The band I just played a little bit ago, Malformed, at the start of this show. One of my buddies in high school, Earl Trees, is one of the guitar. He's the guitarist for the band, and I asked him, and he was going to go to the lead band and ask him if I could use their material on my show. And I had, Earl himself gave me the green light. And I'm pretty sure if Zach and Smith, anybody that's listening to Malformed, I will gladly share your material with the world, either on Facebook or in public. You guys are the best. Your music, there's just something about your music that moves my soul. And there's something about local music in general. I mean, I don't get out as much as I used to the concerts locally because, I can't deal with a lot of the ignorance for me. I can't deal with ignorant people. There's to me an ignorance because we're all guilty of that. Ignorance when you're sober is way worse. And when it comes to music, add that to it, it's intolerable for me. And it goes for the same thing when people bash these bigger bands, like your Metallicas, your Megadeths, your Slayers, your Black Sabbaths, whatever. If you're so much fucking better than these, how come you're not out there trying to make it on your own and do the shit that they're doing? It doesn't take that much time if you try. You may never 1,000-seat football stadiums. You may never play Rock on Download Festival, or Soundwave, Metal Fest, Metal Hammer Festival. Big name metal festivals or rock shows or festival, any whatever genre you play. But it never hurts to try. And don't ever lose sight of that. It never hurts to try. It never hurts to try. Because if you don't try, you'll never know. And for me, when I see people talking shit about these, yes, there's big bands that I can't stand. I don't like their music. I don't listen to it. I talk shit about them as people. And make myself out to sound like an ignorant fuck. If you're, if you play a particular genre and you're so much better than these bands, why don't you go out and actually home draft? Instead of making decisions for why you're not getting out of your parents' basement, and playing these, sure enough, you might have to play in a smelly bar to start your career. But all you have to do is, there's not too many people out there that make it. But with winging and a, you could be that one person. And I'm passionate about this stuff because I live that the shows every weekend. I live that lifestyle 20s. And that's a part of my life that I will never forget. And I wouldn't take a minute of that back. I'll go as far as to say as when I was 18, when I saw a local band by the name of Intox play in Perry, New York, at her show with the band. They were life. I was not a legal drink, so I wasn't drinking alcohol, but I was out there. I had fun. I enjoyed myself. The problem is with a lot of these people is they forget the plot. They forget why they're here. The minute you pick up that guitar, that whatever your craft may be, you could just be a vocalist. I know my skill. If I had my way, I'd be a vocalist in a metal band or some sort of band vocally. Maybe I'll get that phone call one day. Right about that. Right now, I'm concerned about just keeping my job straight and everything. That's it. I like to write. Maybe someday a big band locally, Melform or Greener Grass Band or whoever, they might put out there, and say, hey, I want to use this for our material. Yes, I would be thrilled. And yes, most people would say they'd want something back. What I want back is to know that they won't forget where they got it. Because if they can put anything that I've written, anything that you might, I would call lyrics written, public, whatever, or on pen and paper, rather, if they can share that with the world, that's still me. It's just being shared through somebody else's. It's just my voice being shared, instruments and voices of others. And that means something. I wouldn't want any. I've never written for the money. If I ever wrote anything, for anybody, I've never written anything. I write because I like to do it. I love to do it. It's something I take to my heart. It's something I seriously. It's something it's a part of me. It's just whenever I write about it. Whenever I have something that's good in my life, I write about it. Whenever I have something that's in the middle of my life, and neither good or bad or both, I write about it. I've had done my life surgeries or whatever. I've written about it. It gets the message out there. And how are we as a community going to get the message out there for these local bands at fucking computer and talk shit about them? We ain't going to. Damn truth. Sit behind your computer and say, oh yeah, that Melformed. They're gonna be they're a great band. They're gonna be big someday. Bullshit. I'm not saying Melformed ain't gonna be good, but when you start talking that nonsense and don't act on it, you're not proving anything. You're not helping anything. Sharing to the masses is going to help. going to your friends and telling their friend and having them tell their friends, it's going to spread the message of local music. And if you can't see that, good luck trying to get this get our local music scene up and going up and good luck, because it's not going to be an easy task when all you're doing is sitting behind a computer talking shit. Like I said, I spent the last year of my teens, well into my 20s, watching these fucking bands play. I've seen bands come and go. There's bands that that started for the wrong reasons. I can't remember the band's name, but there was a band that played at the Penny Arcade back in the 2005, 2006, somewhere around there. The lead singer had an attitude like he was James Hetfield of Metallica. Here he is playing in a piss-smelling place, literally speaking. Walking around, there's no real good air anywhere. It smells like a urinal. Here he is boasting shit to the other bands on the bill like he's James Hetfield of Metallica or Dave Mustaine of Megadeth. How the fuck is that going to accomplish anything? Unless you get there, unless you get a person, unless you're like Metallica or Megadeth or Slayer or whatever, don't your ego up like you are one of them, because you're not. And you're not going to get there talking like you're going to be. Let your instruments do the talking. Let your music do the talking. It's sad that there's not musicians today that can say, "Hey, we're getting bigger." A lot of these bands are happy to fucking play pubs. But when you know you have the God-given talent to go out there and make a name for yourself, regardless of the genre of music you play, take, because the opportunity only comes once. I hate to sound brash, and but that's how I get when I'm in the zone. Right now, I'm in the zone, so I need to go there. Hold on 1 second, guys. It's sad. Going out there and making a name for yourself is the way to is through the music, whether you're a vocalist or using instruments. Given gift you have, use it. Don't exploit it. Use it, and use it right. Because, like I said, the opportunity comes once, and it doesn't come again. It comes the first and only time. But here's the deal: if you have the God give, if you got it, go for it. If not, look for it, and you'll. I promised, and a few other people that I've played their band's music here on my show here, I promised them that I would do my best to promote their music. But I can't do it alone. I can't do it alone, guys. This show, like I said, my big goal is to promote local music as well as get my name out there so I possibly can do something bigger with what I got. I'm not saying I'm expecting to turn this phone in for a smartphone, get an office pass there during the week and not have not have to worry about working at McDonald's or whatever. I ain't worried about that. What I'm saying is I'm looking to get big. I'm looking to get bigger, and I'm looking to get. But I know what I got to do, and it's high time that these people know what they got to do. It's time to know what they got to do. We've got to step up. We as people who are writers, we as a community, and we as people, because our local music scene will never get as big as it once was. There was a time you could walk into any old bar in this area, name 15 local bands that are playing tonight. People will be like, fuck, I know who they are. At the top of, they can name 10 in their head without even trying. But because we as a community, statistically driven, we've forgotten that. We've forgotten the way. And if I have to beat it into this community that we need to get back to that, I'm going to do it. I care about that. Like I said, and I'm going to repeat it. I spent the better part of my 20s following these bands around Rochester. I didn't give a damn who was playing. As long as it was music, I watched. There were some bands I swallowed, and I hated every minute of it. But I watched. And I watched. And I watched. And I learned. We're going to... If we look as a community at the and see that what we're doing isn't helping, eventually we'll get it right, and eventually we'll get our local music scene to where it needs to be, because somewhere out there is a local band. They may not be playing right now, bar or in a house or whatever, but they might be forming tomorrow. They might be forming as I'm speaking to you. The deal is this: there's a band getting started right now that hopefully will people look at metal or music in general in this community. But in order for that band to be successful, the community got to go out and support them in mass. Because if we don't, we're stuck with what we have. And that's not right. I love, don't get me wrong, I talk a lot of shit about Rochester. I can't really part. And the way people have gotten in this community drives me to fucking go crazy. But I love this community. And part of the biggest part of this community I love is because so many years, and I still follow it. I may not be as active going to shows and whatnot anymore because of work and whatever. But whenever I get a free chance and I got a night out and I want to enjoy a few beers and hang with the boys and listen to some jazz or whatever the hell's playing, you bet your ass I'm going. Like I've said, support it. Support your local musicians. Support your local bands. Support your local environment, because you may live elsewhere on the planet, but you have one home in your life. There's only one place you can call home. There is only one place you can call home, and I hope to God that someday some local band doesn't forget where they came from and play. Hopefully they don't lose sight of where they are now, and or where they are or where they came from, and hopefully they decide they don't ever want Because as I said, you can live anywhere in the world, but you can only have one home. And for me, home is Rochester, and this is where my family, friends are, and this is my local music scene. This is my local art scene. This is my local scene. I only know one local home. You can go everywhere, I'll repeat it. You can go anywhere in the world home. And I hope to God, with all that's holy, that us as an area remembers this, because I need it. I need this area to. I need this. I need everyone to be happy. I need Rochester back to where it is, or where it was. Because honestly, folks, I see what's the music scene, and I can tell you, there's going to be a boom in heavy metal in the next 2 or 3 years. We may not be where we were when I was when I'm following around him, but I'll tell you this much: I know we can get there. I know we're going to get there. We have to get there. We have to get there. We have to keep it going. Because honestly, folks, we need to thrive. We need something to get this area to thrive. We need to get something to get this area to greatness. You know, we obviously don't have Kodak anymore. So what do we got? What do we got? We got a local music scene. We got a local art scene. We got a local media scene. We got whatever you want to call it. We got lots. You know, we got a lot of things in this world. What I want to see us get is together. What I want to see us is to get to where we need to be. What I want to see us do is get to that point where we could say, remember when that band came up? Hey, I remember when that artist came up. I remember when this guy came up. You know, I want this community to get to that point where you can walk into a bar, you can walk into your kid's school or your own school if you're age, and say, hey, I saw that guy play or I saw that guy's band play at this or that place. I want to get to that again. We've been there before. We can get back there. But how are we going to get there? That's the question. And God knows if we can get there, if we got there once, get there again. And we can stay there. We have to get there. I'm not saying, I'm telling you, we have to. And that's all I'm going to say about that for now. I needed to say that. I needed to get that off my chest. A long fucking time. Now to say and do something about it, hopefully, I'm here. Thank you, sir. I'd like to thank, Good Carol for tuning in today. Jamie Riley. No, she's not a black lab. She's a Connie Corso. She's a Connie. No, she's a Connie Corso. Well, her name's Ella. She's 5. She's a good girl. She's definitely not a black lab. And I know that this show is going to be. I'm going to push local music on here because I know I can. Chris Carroll's here. Welcome to the show, Mr. Carroll. How That's the sound Chris Carroll's wife makes when he walks into the room with a half boner from this day of drinking. Just kidding, bro. See what you think. I'll probably get a fuck you watch. That's all right. I had to get a little joking because I worked myself up. I want to say if we're going to continue to do shows, I want to have to my show where I go on rants like that. Because I think for me it helps. And I'm chewing on icicles. God bless you. Thank you for tuning into my show, my friend. Jesus, Tupac. Oh no, you're not chopped liver. You're just well, you tuned in first. We all. I'd like to send a shout out to my number one greatest fan, Chrissy Hemstreet, over in Chile. North Chile. Sorry. She's watching with one of my other biggest fans, Madeline. I think his little one. It's been a rocky ride. Troubles are a thing of the past. Thank God. I still have some stuff I want to work on, but I'll work on it over the weekend time because I'm not celebrating Valentine's Day with anybody because I'm a single man. I think I'm going to stay that way. It's easy. But if you could find a nice woman who will buy me Valentine's or give me a Valentine BJ, just kidding. That'd be nice. But another friend of mine, Melina Morales Roars, is tuning in, probably with Greg. Thank you for tuning into the show. No, you're not chopped liver. Everyone wants to be a part of the show. Somebody sent me an email asking me when I'm going to start having put the show on the road. To answer that question on the air, I'm pretty sure you're probably watching because I know who you are. To answer your question, I was talking to somebody when I was out and about yesterday, and that is in the future plans. I just got to figure out how I'm going to do it. It's going to be a while though, before I do that. It's in the 6-month plans, we'll say. Yep. Yep. It's I won't be able to take the show realistically on the road because I don't have I broadcast these shows from my own home, my own personal computer, and I'm not going to take the computer on the road. It's an inconvenient thing for me, or it's a convenience thing for me, and I can't. I'd like to, like I said, I'd like to try something. But anyone that wants to donate a laptop or something so I can do shows, that would be more than appreciated. I do know someone that has a laptop that they told me they'd give it to me, but I don't want someone's cheap old laptop. I want something that I could use long term. Because if it's an older laptop or whatever, I want something with a guaranteed lifespan. Good. Yeah. Let's see if she got my shout out text. Sorry about that, guys. my text. I mean, shout out. Sorry. Fuck. Oh, yeah, baby. So, what do you think? What? You are good. Yeah. Mr. Chris Carroll, thank you for that kind words, sir. Yeah. I I suspend Brian Williams for the rest of my life. I think Brian Williams is a. I'm gonna get onto that discussion real quick. Actually, I think. Here's the deal. The one just now. I appreciate it. Thank you. Brian Williams has been suspended by NBC for 6 months. I think the bastard should get fired. And here's why. It's one thing to lie. Okay. I don't care who we are or who you are or why you are. We all lie at some point in our lives. But when it comes to something to the extent that he lied about, that's a major deal for me. That's a major deal for a lot of people that I have involved in my life. Because the bottom line is this. I have friends who have fought and died for this country. I have friends for this country. I have friends that served at one point for this country. I have family members who have served in this country. When you lie about something like that, that makes you a fucking scumbag. To me, that's almost as bad as being a rapist. That is a crime and unimaginably horrible. That is disgusting. That shows a lack of respect for the people who have truly served, fought, and died for this great nation. And that's unacceptable. And for a guy who had the respect of millions of people in this country, especially, to go out and lie, a huge black stain and a big cast of doubt that motherfucker has ever put up, ever. And for NBC, who is a $1 billion company, is that a reputation they want? 6 months ain't gonna. It doesn't cut the mustard for me. That motherfucker should be fired. And anyone that takes his side should have their head examined. It's not about someone. It's about the integrity of a multi-billion-dollar network. It's about the integrity of the people that watch the damn shows. Me personally, I can't stand a lot of the new, TV news these days. I don't even read the newspaper anymore because I'm so fed up with the bullshit. But this is an outrage. I'm not happy he got suspended. I'd be happy if I heard the news Brian fired, because that's what should happen. That man should be gone. He should be history. He insulted the integrity of this country. He insulted every person that's ever for this country. He's insulted this country. He's put a big black guy. He's given this country and anyone who's trying to be an honest to goodness, he has crushed everybody. He has done something unthinkable. That's this man. He did something that totally rubs me the wrong way. Anybody who's ever done anything in this world with their life outside of their own house could probably relate to this. Never been, you know, I've never been in the military. Medically speaking, if I had ever gotten, if my health had been better when I was younger and I really had that option, I would have damn well considered it. I would have loved to have joined the Army, but unfortunately I couldn't. But instead, I'll settle for supporting them. Because you're damn right I support our troops. Support Brian Williams. Every shred of respect I had for that man is gone. I wish that man would be fired. Man. He's a fucking scumbag. Straight facts there. That scumbag. A straight up goddamn scumbag. And that is as nice as I'm going to get on the subject. I'm going to put my finger up, which basically means I'm cutting myself off of this topic. Because I'm getting pretty pissed off talking about it. Now, in the world of sports, the Bills signed, have signed Incognito here. It's, to be honest with you, I'm not real sure how to go about it. Richie Incognito, maybe, I'm glad he's a Bill, Yeah, I know, I heard. All right, I'm going to. Yeah. There seems to be. I want to thank everybody for joining here tonight. This has been a great night. Watching too. I just want to let everyone know that I am, as everyone could see by the way I'm talking, and I've changed the view. I've changed my vocal points. When I get on something, I keep on it for a little while. Somebody asked me when I was out and about yesterday, if I'd ever, take the show on the road, which I've already answered that one, but if I'd ever, post a show in the event that I couldn't for some reason. And I'll answer that by saying the same thing I told them. In the event I'm not able to have it already scheduled and up previously on YouTube, because I have to schedule these at least 12 hours in advance to really make it good. It's tough. It's tough to say because not a lot of people have my Google Chrome or Google password. But if I knew I could trust you, whoever in this case, I guess I could give it a shot, see how it works. Because you got to remember, this is my show. This is something that people are going to view the world according to Chris isn't Chris Schrade, any other person. But to see someone sitting in my chair at my desk broadcasting a show that was made off my brainchild, it's not going to be a lot of you. So I got to be mindful of that too. So what I'm going to say now will shock a lot of people. I have started talking to people about having real guests on the show who are going to be more than people that I'm sitting here at the desk drinking beers with. You know, people that I'm actually going to sit and have actual conversations with and talk. Not to say that we won't have beer drinking on the show here and there. I mean, but it's not about drinking beers. It's about, you know, like I said, I made this show with the idea that I'm going to help promote local music, local artists, local bands, local everything. Yeah, that I'm also going to promote myself. Because you know, I'm going to ever make enough. I'm going to make real money on this particular show. But I am going to say this. I'm going to try my damnedest. It's going to take some time, but I'll get there. I'm going to get there my way and on my terms. Who wants to, you know, who wants to host my show in the future? There's plenty of people out there. But I am going to say this. I do have there's a good friend of mine, Chris Medea, out in Liverpool, New York, who's watching the show tonight, probably on his big screen TV at home while he's getting his knob polished by however many women he has at the stabbing cabin tonight. Bottom line is I know he's got people watching. And Mr. Chris Medea, I hope you're doing well and getting that old knob polished off by those nice blondes you got there. I'm pretty sure you got a couple of them, at least, because I know you, bro. You never leave. Yeah, you're right, brother. You're right. Um, this show is going to be. I don't know, bro. I think I already have it monotonized with ads. Um, Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to lose the feed for about 2 seconds while I do this, or maybe not. Thank you. All right. You hear that noise, folks? It's time for the question of the day. Okay, for those of you watching, question of the day is: in 1996, the 2000 or the in 1996, the 1995-96 Bulls team won the NBA Finals 4-2. Which team, now known as the Oklahoma City Thunder, did they beat? Anyone that knows the answer to this question, please let me know. I know the answer because I remember watching it on TV. That guy disgusts me, that Brian Williams. Oh. Yep. Yeah, baby. Fuck the Bills. Fucking Richie Incognito. What a scumbag. Actually, all right, I don't really care. I'm not really upset about the Bills doing that. I think they should have got him. Well, it is fit when Rex Ryan said that he was going to build a bully, that they signed a guy who had his last league trouble because he was being a bully. And fucking Jonathan Martin, I think his name was, a fucking scumbag. He's a fucking crybaby. Fuck, $8 million to play professional football. You gotta be a crybaby. personally, I think that was a big waste of. That was a big bullshit move by the NFL to even think of taking action about this with this guy. He's a scumbag. I have no patience for that. I'm being bullied. I'm being bullied. You're making millions of dollars a year. Quit bitching, you fucking pussy. You know, go into schools across the bullying far worse than what you're getting, you little homo. Fuck. I have no patience for that. Pussy. Thank you, sir. It's just it's disgusting to me. It truly is. And why they have these guys that get convicted of it like that, and they get get off scot free. That's the NFL for you. I mean, some guys, they get suspended games here and there, but as long as they complete the league's substance abuse program, they get off. But they got to stay clean for a year or two. And the NFL, I think they need to realize that they got to get on target here. Oh, man. Thank you, Jamie. I want to drive you crazy. Drinky, banky boo. Thank you. I got something for you, too. Thank you, Chrissy. That was for you, buddy. If you're getting, if you're getting your knob polished, you're probably watching the. I don't promote pornography on this show. To promote while we have them watching, I'd like to promote a little group of national structures out in Syracuse, New York. Loyal friends of mine, loyal fans. I heard we're the official sponsor of. They're one of our official sponsors, according to one of my sources over there. I'm very honored for that privilege. How much am I getting paid, Chris? Show my hoodies that I'm wearing, but I'm wearing a Guinness hoodie, and I don't drink a lot of Guinness, so I don't want to give them the free advertising. Actually, I don't. Guinness. I'm not drinking a Guinness right now. Nothing. I'm actually chewing ice cubes. God. Oh, man, bro. I love you. I love you all. You guys are the best in the world. Okay. I love you. You're like my favorite person ever. I love this guy. Wow. Wow, that's awesome. That's Special Educational Awareness Week. What's wrong with these people? I do agree. I think it's ridiculous. I think just watching. As you can see, I gotta shave again tomorrow. I'm getting rid of tomorrow. I think um, the mustache doesn't do me too well anymore. Since I do a full beard shave now. I don't keep any hair. Um, but I'd like to do a special shout out. Who's not able to watch the show now because he's probably buddy Joe Bavenzi. Uh, he's celebrating a milestone soon. One of the few people he lets promote it, which is ironic considering I'm not on the boat right now. Benzie is going to be 22 months sober. My man, you're a good man. You deserve it. Love you, guy. There's a particular person who probably won't watch today, but her sister's Facebook, I assume it's Dawn Pogue. I know you're watching, or at least point in your life this week. You know, because you're a loyal fan and follower of Chris Rader. That's all right, though. I'm a loyal follower of you too. You know that. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you for watching tonight's show. I'm gonna go through my old shows and see what I'm doing here, because you guys can possibly share the show link. That'd be great, and so they can share it with their friends and help me share this show. We're going to 9 o'clock, so we got another 15 minutes to go. I got to do tonight, so I can't really go much past 9. But I'd like to thank you all for joining us. It's been a great night, and we're gonna go to 9:30. We're gonna go 9:30 because that's what it says on the feed. We're going until 9:30. Maybe I might cut early, might cut late, depending on how I feel. But I really don't want to watch the Bulls because they're gonna piss me off, and I'm gonna end up throwing something. Throw shit. All right. No one texted me with the answer to my questions. No winners. The answer to that question is Seattle Supersonics. Later, they are now a former. Their current team is called the Oklahoma City Thunder. I don't know what you're doing. My computer's jammed. Oh. That's a good man. You know the Medea family. They're of the show. Not just the boys at National Medea family in general. You know, it's you guys are all great people. Yeah, that little guy Mikey, when when I actually get to see him once in a while. Hey, speaking of Mikey, my Yorkie challenge key me to think the Yorkie stands much of a chance, but that's beside the point. It was dumber than a box of rocks. Hold on one second. Speaking of my dog. Um, I love my puppy dog. I do love my dog. She's my lady. She's my best buddy. Sorry for the back feed issues. I apologize for that. Um, Versus my dog, everybody. Hey, baby. You can. Oh, thank you. She's ready to go to bed. She's tired. So she'll probably be gnawing at my arm in minutes. Hold on, I guess. We're having an interview. So, honey, how does it feel to be my say, funny, funny girl? Look at you. Honey says she doesn't like this camera. Eat the camera one of these days, and I'm gonna kill her because she's gonna eat my camera, and I really don't. Oh, wow, what's um, are you still watching? Still watching? I love you too, honey. My dog had to go up. She wants to get on the couch and watch me from afar. She doesn't want to be on the air. She's mad at me. It's too cold. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to send a nice again. I'd like to send a shout out to the Medea family, Chris Medea, Dominic. Well, actually, we'll start from the top, so I don't get a couple curse messages via text. Dominic Medea, Doreen, uh, Chris, and Michael. Uh, and I sent a shout out to their sister, but I've only met her once. Um, um, you know, like I said, I like the I love National Structures. They're my boys, and I also have my boys here in Rochester. Uh, RJW. They're good people. My boy Tim that works with him. He's probably watching this broadcast because I don't think he has a Facebook, and I'm gonna have to replace the headphones on my phone, my computer, because these ones are about to die. Hold on one second while I do that. All right. No, I had to do that because my headphones literally started to die right on my lap because they're only have a 5 hour charge or 7 hour charge, whatever it is. But I didn't charge them right. You know. Uh, I'd like to, all the local businesses, people that are friends of mine, that any one of your places of employment, I send you I'd like to send you all a shout out. You're all good people, and you deserve success. Um, the fuck's that noise?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I don't know what that was, but I'm glad that's off. Um, it's the greatest time of year. Time for pizza, chicken wings, and beer. Um, Not really. No beers tonight. I'm fucking tired. Um, be nice to have beers though. We'll have plenty of those this weekend. Maybe. Uh, you know. Uh, um, you can actually broadcast your feed on my show if you really wanted to, if you have a cam. Because I'm not going to block your feed. I appreciate any viewer I can get. It means something. Thank you. I'm going to turn my phone up there. Yeah, there's. Yeah. Can you hear me now? Good, because I can hear you. And I like that. It makes me feel good about that. Uh, hey, y'all. Ella, how you doing, girl? Come here, Ella. This is Ella. She's a Connie Corso. She's a good girl. This is my girl right here. Even though we have her, she has her troubles. She's a big dog, but she's also she's a big softie. Come here, girl. All right. She says no kisses. She doesn't like kisses. She doesn't do kisses. She does ass rubs. All right, get out of here. Beat it. Dog was. I ain't rubbing your ass. My dog is a good. Our dogs are good dogs, actually, all of them. Even though I don't really care for Rocky, he's kind of he's a good dog when he wants to be. Are you still alive? I'm chopped liver all the time. You gotta understand me, bro. We're gonna, we're going to, so then, we're gonna have Chris Mini up here. Oh, he'll have it. I gotta send this text. I'm gonna read it on the air when I send. I'm gonna read it on the air after I send it. Yeah. Uh. Okay. Thank you. Um. So when is Chris going to Um, I'm gonna send this one. When are we gonna have a Stella on the air? You know, when are we gonna have a Stella on the air? We need to have some Stella. Have a nice Stella with Chris Medea right on international YouTube feeds across the world. Everyone watching, having us a nice Stella for breakfast or lunch or dinner. I don't drink a lot of Stella. Maybe once in a blue moon, but I'm glad they have a Stella with you, buddy. You know, but for those of you who don't know what Stella is, it's a beer. It's not a girl. It'd be nice, but a Stella Artois is a beer. It's a good beer too. It's expensive, but it's a good beer. Um, uh, I would love to have a Stella on the air. um, hold on a minute. I gotta grab the cat. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you all for joining us here tonight. But the cat wants me to hang out with him today. This is Scotty, everybody. The legendary man. The legendary cat making his. He does his own thing. We're gonna have a special animal edition of the show. It's called The World of. Baby kitty cat. You good kitty cat. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Scotty. Hey, say hi to your viewers. You're being watched by about 12 million people. He says he doesn't want to talk. He's camera shy. I can get him to meow in the air, but I don't want to hurt him because he's my boy. It's my boy. Good kitty cat. You're a good cat. You know, he bothers me sometimes, but he's my boy. Cat. Anyone that knows me knows that I have a strong affinity for my animals. There's my main girl right there, honey. Come here, baby. Oh, nope, don't come here. Go harass somebody else. Thank you. She's been up my ass like a dirty diaper all damn day since I've been home. Just so everyone knows, I am at their feet at 9:15. It's not gonna be 9:30. I could run till about 9:30, but I'm not sure if I want to do that. I don't feel right. I'm tired and just all you see is violence in movies and sex on TV. Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm taking a picture here so the world can see what I'm doing on the show. It seems today that all you see is violence in movies and sex on TV. Where are those good old fashioned values on which we used to rely? Happiness and happily die. Happening to dampen, 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 happen cry, happen die. I don't even know the song. You know, hap- yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to. Uh, you know, shit. It is what it is. I'm gonna let the cat go. You know, I have the man watching. Where's my feed here? Scotty's on TV. This is Scotty again, everybody. This is the man, the myth, the legend. He's a good boy. He used to hiss all the time. Like when he got pissed at me the other day, he hissed until he realized it was me. um, that was the last time he hissed at me for a long time. He's a good cat, though. He tries. I would like to thank you all for joining this fine broadcast. I'm gonna put the cat up in my room because I don't want to chase after him when I go to bed. Hold on, folks. This is the house cat. Hey, right, here's some heavy metal coming right up. Some more malformed. Yo, we need this. This is something we need to play. Um, want to go back to this is how we make our. That's not an ugly dog. That's a Boston. There's nothing ugly about that dog. That dog is the best. Even though she's not really the best. I don't really know who that dog is. Um, yeah, it's yeah, you know. All right, folks, we're gonna try and do this, and hopefully we can get this right. Oh, that was a good fart. I just whacked one out of the park with that. I just whacked that one out of the park with that fart. It was a beautiful fart I just pulled off. Oh my God. You know, if that was you, you'd be proud. Wow, it stinks. Whoa. I'm gonna. Yep. Yep. Yes. Yeah, it was necessary, Julia. We are. This is a great music magazine, dude. Yeah. You know, as the churches burn. You know, Malformed is one of the best. You know why? We're gonna spoil that. Whoever plays. Fuck. Fuck, I don't know why it's not playing. All right. I think I'm going to play this one as soon as it decides to play. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for. This one is called Bloodlust of the Beast.
escape the bottom of the
Ouch, that hurt. A little teaser, but that was another one by Malformed. I'm going to share the link on my Facebook page for that band so everyone can actually download or buy this beautiful piece of music. I don't know why it's not posting, but it's going to post the link right here. That's the band I want everyone to pay attention to because they are the truth. That band is the truth, my bro. That band is the truth. Anybody that's ever followed metal in this area knows that it takes a special band to actually keep the course here. And Malformed's one of those bands. And when I get the cam back on, I forgot. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in tonight. It wasn't a terrible broadcast. The stream was great, but what's it? For the first time in probably 4 or 5 shows, I don't think we had a stream crash. That happens when you play music and don't turn the cam off. And I'm not gonna. It was a very pleasurable show. But unfortunately, the 4 people that I have, 3 of them are in bed, and one of them just texted me saying that they're logging off. So, I'd like to thank you all for joining us tonight. It was a great show. And until next time, it's been real. And we're done for the night, folks. Have a good night, folks, and I will see you tomorrow. Well, I won't see you tomorrow. I will see you Saturday. Don't be a stranger. We got a lot of things to discuss on Saturday. Peace.